What's up, everybody? How are you? How are you? How are you? Long time no see. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube, and I'm promising to get back to YouTube to make a whole lot more of these videos to keep y'all in the know of what we do here. This video, again, is titled Proof That Traffic Tickets Are Not Real and You Don't Have to Pay Them. I'm interested in learning that. How to follow laws when necessary. Okay. If you have questions, comments, please leave them. I will try to get to as many as I can towards the end, but right now I'm just going to go in and just do what I came to do. Now, traffic tickets are not real. They're not real. They're not real. Let me say it again. They're not real. Okay? For the most part, you make them real. Now, let's identify what a traffic ticket is first. All those out there in YouTube land, I know most of you guys have probably heard of these books called like Black's Law Dictionary and stuff. So you need to get one of those if you don't and look up these phrases. But again, traffic tickets. Let's break down the word. Traffic means payment. It means commerce. It means transaction that requires a payment. Okay? Ticket means it gets you in a building. We all know what ticket is. In this case, it's going to get you into the traffic court building so you can make your traffic commerce happen. Make the payment, basically. Now, where did traffic tickets come from then? What is it? Traffic tickets are a tax. They're a tax on citizens. It's like a triple, quadruple tax on citizens. Because you have so many taxes already when it comes to this driving idea. But traffic tickets are another one. Okay? So, but where did it come from? It came from, or it spawned from, something called the Buck Act of 1939. It initiated in 1933, but it wasn't totally enacted until around 1939, after the Great Depression. After they starved everyone to death, and they brought in this Buck Act thing, which brought in this whole different system of driver license, birth certificates, and social security cards, and the birth of the DMV, who governs the driver license and governs the traffic laws. Okay? Now, with this new contract that they require everyone to take on, called the driver's license, they also simultaneously require you to follow the laws of your state. And if you don't follow the laws of your state, they get to charge you for something, right? But there's an issue with this, and I'm going to get to that later on. Stay tuned. So, now that you got this license and this contract, and you have rules and regulations you have to follow, here comes the traffic tickets when you step outside the guidelines of that contract. So, fast forward to today's time. You get a traffic ticket today, tomorrow, 2 years ago, okay? That traffic ticket is written by a cop on the street. That cop's traffic ticket that he wrote you is merely a witness's testimony. It's no different than a citizen's arrest. Okay? That traffic ticket is a witness's testimony. And I'm saying that for a reason. And that witness files his witness statement with the court. Okay? Now, when you get a traffic ticket, you find yourself in criminal court, usually criminal civil court. It's like a hybrid of the two courts. And how do you know it's a hybrid? Because you don't have bail amounts in civil, okay? You don't have a bail amount to pay for a civil case, all right? You just have fines. But in traffic court, they give you bail amounts, which means there's criminal activity, which means there's jailable possibilities. And you have to pay bail to keep from going to jail. That's how we know they hybrided it, okay? So, with that being said, you get your traffic ticket. You have a bail amount to pay and a court date to be there. You get to court. It's only you and the judge. There's usually no one there complaining against you. Now, for it to be a crime, there has to equal a complainant, and it has to equal a complainant that has filed a complaint, and with that complaint and the complainant, and it's filed, that would establish the court's jurisdiction. Now, trust me, the courts know this. And let me please reiterate, this information that I'm going to state, the laws that I'm going to state, are from California only. This is primarily California laws. If you live in another state, you can take the format that I'm using, do your research, fill in the blanks, and get what you need out of this. And again, this is not legal advice. This is called legal information. Okay? So, now that I said that. So, you're in court, they don't have this complainant or complaint, or they don't have it filed, which means they don't have jurisdiction. They need you to participate in these reindeer games, so to speak. By doing what? By admitting or waiving your rights to due process. Now let's talk about due process. What is that? Due process is the fact that you have the right to face your accuser. You have the right to be heard and face your accuser. If you get to court and there's no accuser there, they just violated your due process rights. But the problem is, most people don't request that. 99% of people do not request that fact. Okay? Do not exercise that fact, rather. They do not. They just sit there and plead and talk to the judge as if the judge is supposed to be the prosecutor. Because FYI, the judge is not supposed to be prosecuting you. The judge is not supposed to be asking you questions about the case. That is the prosecution's job, to present that to the judge. Only question the judge wants to know, should want to know, is how do you plead to them? And what's your defense? Not questioning you and interrogating you like he's the plaintiff. That's called a violation of separation of powers. Judges cannot hold bar licenses. They cannot practice law from the bench. That is illegal. So, again, you got the traffic ticket. The cop filed the traffic ticket. You're in court. They're asking you, how do you plead? What do you do? With all the information I just gave you, what do you do? Well, number one, you don't enter a plea. Let me say that again. Number one, if it was me, I don't enter a plea. Remember, it's information, not advice. If it was me, I would not enter a plea. Why am I not entering a plea? Because they don't have a complaint. They have not given me the complaint. They have not shown a complainant. Which means to me they have no jurisdiction. Since they don't have no jurisdiction, and as they say, everything I say can and will be used against me in the court of law, I'm not here to incriminate myself. Fifth Amendment. I'm not going to say anything that's going to incriminate myself because they haven't proven the case for me to even speak towards. All they have is this witness's testimony called a traffic ticket. That's not admissible as far as enough information to convict someone on. That does not establish jurisdiction. So since they have not done that, I would never enter a plea. It's not going to happen until you produce all that information. But the average person, if you've been in traffic court before, you know that average person walks into a traffic court. They ask you to waive your rights. They waive them. And once they waive them, they plead no contest as if that's not guilty. For the record, no contest is the same as guilty. Okay? They plead no contest or guilty. And then they get the fine and they walk away. Now, there are codes in California that back up these ideas. Everything I'm saying, you don't have to do that. California Penal Code 740, for instance, says all infractions must be prosecuted by a written complaint by the complainant. Notice it does not mention a ticket, and notice it does not mention a witness. All, not some, not at the judge's discretion, none of that. All traffic tickets must be prosecuted by a written complaint subscribed by the complainant. Google it. And I'm sure if you're in another state, they have similar laws, okay? Because it's all the laws based upon these so-called United States. The system they have set up here is what this is based around. The Constitution, federal, state, Constitution, federal, case law, state, statutory, whatever. Those are the pecking orders. If they don't follow those pecking orders in every state, we are in a divided state. It should be the divided states of America because we're not on the same page. Okay? Follow these rules, you guys. Follow this trail I'm giving you, and you will see, once you get to those green pastures, you will see that these tickets are not real. You have to make them real. And if you're tired of making them real, if you're tired of paying this money, if you're tired of getting your license suspended, if you're tired of paying all this astronomical fees for probably not paying a ticket on time or not appearing at court on time, just because you probably are scared to deal with the ticket because you don't know what to do when you get there, which is usually most people's problem. If you're just tired of feeding the beast, if you want to know more, if you want to find the answers to how can I beat this ticket, we have been sharing this for 8 to 9 years now. Take one of our classes. The number one class that we teach is called Ticketology. It teaches you the whole thing. But when you leave this class, you should know just as much as I do. But it's going to be up to you to now leave us and go apply it to your life. If I trained you as fitness trainer, I can show you all these different drills to get yourself to lose weight, to get toned, to feel better. But if you don't leave me and go do them, you just paid me for no reason. If you don't actually change your lifestyle, you pay me for no reason. Ticketology is what we do is a similar system to that. We show you guys how to do these things. We share with you my game plan, basically, that I've been using for years. Now, if you don't use it, it's up to you. You have to want it. You have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired and ready to make a difference. You can do it. I've done it. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm no different than anyone. No, I don't have a law degree. No, I'm not a lawyer, nor do I want to be one. Do I have to be a lawyer in order to know how to fight a traffic ticket? No. Traffic tickets is not a murder case. Okay? It's a traffic ticket. It's not that deep. So if you want to know the truth about how to deal with it finally, you don't have to be a Moor. You don't have to be a Hebrew Israelite. You don't have to practice sovereignty. You don't have to send your driver's license back to the government. You don't have to rip up the Social Security card. None of that stuff is required with me. All you got to do, my only requirement is to listen, investigate, understand, and act on it. Implicate it into your life. That's all I require. This is not for people that just want to get a quick fix. This is for people who want to make a change. This is for people who are tired, for themselves and for others. Because let's face it, we're not educated on this stuff. They don't teach this in high school. They don't teach this in college even. They don't teach this at the kitchen table at dinner, if you still do that. They don't teach this nowhere. You learn this stuff by accident. And usually you learn it when it's too late because you got the tickets that have doubled and tripled and quadrupled and you can't pay it, your license is suspended, and now you're looking for help. That's when you begin to seek it out. Don't wait for that. Don't wait till that long. Ticketology and Traffic Academy is like an insurance policy that pays off every time. If you take it and you use it, you won't pay the ticket. But you just never know when you're going to need it. You never know when a cop is going to pull you over. You have no idea when that's going to happen. But what you will know is that if that does happen, you know how to deal with it. You can share that with your children, share that with your husband, share it with your wife. Educate them. Make sure that they're good. Again, I really hope that this video helps. If you guys have questions, you can always call me, 866-920-0768. Again, 866-920-0768. Follow us here on YouTube. Like us. Leave comments. We do respond to all comments. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All right. My name is Jasir. I am the ticket coach. I teach ticketology at California Ticket Masters. We have classes coming up this month. If you're interested, give us a call. Enroll. We have discount fees right now. Discounts and coupons and all that good stuff. Groupons, family groups, and everything to get everybody involved. Again, Jasir, California Ticket Masters, Ticketology coming up this month. Enroll, call us. 866-920-0768. Peace.